This is not a drill. God says, a massive tragedy is coming your way within 72 hours. God says, this message is the only thing that can stop it. So listen to God now or be ready to cry later. Listen. Don't scroll. Don't walk away from this. A storm is forming in your life, and it's closer than you think. God is not speaking by chance right now. Heaven is alert, and this is a divine interruption. I, the Lord your God, have stepped in with urgency. What you're about to hear may save your family, your peace, your very life. If you miss this, you may miss the one thing that could have stopped the flood before it hits. Comment Amen if you can feel this is for you right now. This is not symbolic. This is not a spiritual riddle. I am warning you, my child. A real and heavy tragedy is approaching. You cannot afford to treat this like another moment of motivation or casual inspiration. What I am speaking to you now is urgent, and I need your full attention. A demonic assignment has been released against you. A storm sent to rob, kill, and destroy is scheduled to strike within 72 hours. But I, your God, am speaking this to stop it before it begins. I have the power. I hold the authority. But I need your ears, your heart, and your obedience now. You feel something shifting. Your spirit knows something is coming, though you can't explain it. You felt unsettled, restless, maybe even afraid, without knowing why. That's not coincidence. That's discernment. I gave you that sense. It's a divine alarm. I let you feel the pressure in your soul because I didn't want this to surprise you. This is your early warning. This is mercy. But mercy must be answered. There's an attack that's been hiding in plain sight, one that's been building behind the scenes. I'm exposing it now because you are mine. You are not alone. You are not unprotected. I have called you, chosen you, and marked you. The devil tried to sneak this in through fatigue, through confusion, through people close to you, and even through doubt in yourself. But I'm shining light on the shadow. I'm stopping what was meant to break you, but you must listen. The tragedy that was planned was no accident. It was crafted, designed by darkness. Its goal was to rip away your faith, your finances, your family, and your fire. It was meant to leave you breathless, hopeless, numb. But I say this to you now. It will not succeed if you obey. You are not weak. You are not forgotten. You are not alone in this. I am the Lord your God, and I will go before you. Comment 1111 if you believe this is confirmation sent directly to you. This moment isn't a coincidence. It's a calling. You were brought here because I needed to speak directly to you. Don't think this is for someone else. No, it's you. You've been praying for clarity, for a sign, for something real that proves I see you. This is it. I'm stopping everything else so I can deal with the one thing that's threatening to undo you. You asked me to speak. I'm speaking. You asked me to move. I'm moving. But listen closely. I'm not just revealing the danger, I'm handing you the escape. The trap is real, but so is the path I'm creating out of it. There's something you must do in these next 3 days. You must align. You must cut off the access the enemy has had. Whether it's a toxic relationship, a hidden sin, a fear you've been feeding, or a door you've kept cracked for compromise, close it. Shut it with no intention of reopening it. This is your 72-hour window, not just for survival but for supernatural reversal. I want you to see something clearly. This is not punishment, this is protection. I am not threatening you. I am shielding you. Because I love you too much to stay silent. I gave you purpose. I anointed you. I placed something inside of you that hell is terrified of. And that's why you're under pressure. Not because you're weak, but because your destiny is loud in the spirit. You've asked, why is all this happening to me? It's because of what's coming through you. The devil wouldn't fight you this hard if there weren't something powerful assigned to your life. That's why the attack has been so cruel, so random, so personal. He's been trying to wear you out before the release. But here's what he didn't count on. I'm still with you. I'm still speaking. I'm still about to turn this around. But you must trust me enough to obey me in this moment. Now I need your heart postured. I need your mind cleared. I need you to know, I'm not only stopping what was meant to hurt you, I'm about to launch what will bless you. This isn't just a rescue, this is preparation. You're stepping into a new level of authority, but you must come through the fire with me. You need to like this video right now if you're ready for heaven to break that chain. Just one act of agreement and faith can tip the scale. That single step of obedience may be the very act that shifts what was coming and turns it into a testimony. Now look around. Everything that's felt out of order lately is not chaos, it's construction. I've been tearing down what couldn't carry you anymore. You felt like you were losing, but I was making room. The pruning was painful, yes, but what I'm about to grow in your life will overflow. This is not the end. This is the beginning of the breakthrough. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Do not fear the next 72 hours. Prepare for them. Seek me like never before. I want your worship louder than your worry, your faith deeper than your fear, your praise stronger than your panic. Because when you lift up my name, I lift up my hand over your situation. What the enemy planned for harm, I am turning for good. Not just for you, but for those attached to you. Your obedience will shield others. Your surrender will break curses. Your agreement will open doors. I'm not just moving in your life, I'm moving through your life. Keep your eyes on me. Stay planted in my word. Read Psalm 91. Declare Isaiah 54-17. Speak Psalm 23 over your day. Every verse is a weapon in your mouth. Don't just read them, proclaim them. You're not a victim, you are a warrior. And I, the Lord your God, go before you like fire. I have not left you to deal with this by yourself. I, the Lord your God, am present in this storm. Even now, I am surrounding you with my angels. You have not been forgotten. This warning isn't a sign of my distance. It's proof of how near I truly am. There's a reason you were drawn to this moment. I have been trying to get your attention through other ways, but the noise of life drowned me out. So I am speaking now, without filters, without delay, without gentle nudges. I am roaring because I love you. You may not understand everything that is happening, but understand this: what comes next is critical. And how you respond in these next 72 hours will either shift you into victory or leave you vulnerable to what the enemy had planned. Comment 222 if you trust me and are ready to align with my protection. You're not imagining the pressure. The enemy is hoping you'll shut down, give up, or fall back into habits that weaken your spirit. But this is the hour to stand firm. Even if your hands are shaking, even if your heart is tired, stand. Because I am about to do something in your life that will make every tear make sense. Every delay, every betrayal, every lonely night, it was leading to a divine intersection. And now you're here. There's something you need to do. I'm not asking for perfection. I'm asking for position. Get in alignment with me. You know the habits that have been stealing your peace. You know the people who've pulled you away from your calling. You know the doors you've left cracked open even though I told you to close them. This is not the time to delay. Shut what needs to be shut. Walk away from what keeps pulling you backward. Turn your heart fully toward me, not halfway, not temporarily, fully. Because here is what the enemy fears the most, your full surrender. He knows that when you give me your whole heart, his assignment falls apart. He's been trying to distract you with noise, conflict, and anxiety. But if you lock eyes with me again, if you call on my name without holding back, I will flood your life with a power that no darkness can stand against. This is about protection, but also about preparation. I'm getting ready to pour something new into your life, and I cannot pour fresh oil into an old, broken container. That's why things have been falling apart. I wasn't punishing you, I was emptying what couldn't go with you into the next season. You've been asking why I took certain people out of your life, why I blocked that opportunity, why I allowed the door to close. It's because I'm making room for something holy, something anointed, something permanent. You've been living under spiritual attack because of what you carry. The devil isn't fighting your past, he's terrified of your future. He sees your destiny more clearly than you do. That's why the attacks haven't made sense. That's why you face things that should have broken you, but you're still here. And that means my purpose is still alive inside you. You are favored, you are marked, you are chosen. Not because you've done everything right, but because I am full of mercy. I made a covenant with you, and I will not break it. I promised to protect you, and I will. But I need you to trust me enough to follow the steps I give you, even when they don't make sense, even when they require sacrifice. Because obedience is the door that leads to breakthrough. You've prayed for me to show up. This is me showing up. Not with comfort, but with clarity. Not with soft words, but with truth. Because I'm not interested in making you feel better for a moment. I want to set you free for a lifetime. And freedom always begins with revelation. That's why this word is reaching your heart right now. Comment 333. If you're declaring your faith and standing in agreement, you are not being punished. You are being positioned. You are not under wrath. You are under warning. And those I warn, I love. My children are never left in the dark. I always send a voice before the storm. That's what this moment is. I am lifting the curtain on what the enemy had planned, and I'm giving you the power to cancel it. But you must act. Do not let fear paralyze you. Do not let pride silence your response. Cry out to me. Speak my name aloud. Open your Bible even if it's been months. Get on your knees even if your voice trembles. Worship even when the tears are falling. Every step you take toward me weakens the grip of darkness around your life. Every declaration of my word sends angels into motion. The enemy thought you wouldn't recognize this moment. He thought you'd scroll past it, ignore it, and stay distracted. But I've called you higher. I've chosen you to hear what many will miss, and because you've heard it, you are now accountable. Not to live in fear, but to rise in faith. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I will give you dreams in this hour. Pay attention. I will stir your heart with names, places, and actions that need to shift. Don't ignore what I bring to your mind. It's not random, it's direction. I am aligning you for divine protection. I am removing what's been draining you spiritually. I am closing the gaps the enemy has been using to reach you, and I'm releasing new strength for the battle you're about to win. Yes, you will win. But the victory starts with obedience. That's why this message is urgent. The next 72 hours are not ordinary. They are prophetic, strategic. Heaven is moving fast. And if you walk with me, nothing formed against you will stand. And I'm still doing miracles today. I'm not just the God of yesterday's stories, I'm the God of your present battle. You've been crying out, asking, Lord, do you see me? Yes, I see you. I've seen the nights you wept without speaking. I've counted the times you felt like you couldn't go on but still did. I've felt every ache in your chest when life kept throwing blows. You thought I was silent, but I was watching, waiting, moving. And now, I'm speaking clearly, because the weight of what's ahead requires a deeper surrender from you. Comment 555 if you are giving this battle to me right now. There is a reason the warfare increased after you made that decision to trust me more. Hell does not rage against the lukewarm, it targets the faithful, and the enemy knows when you're on the edge of something great. That's why he's been trying to wear you down with confusion, temptation, and spiritual numbness. But he has failed, because I have preserved your soul even in weakness. I've kept a fire burning, even if all you had was a spark. And I will breathe on that spark again. There is someone in your life who has been used as a vessel for this attack. I'm not telling you this to create division. I'm revealing it so you open your eyes. Not everyone who walks with you was sent by me. Some were sent to delay you, to plant doubt, to cloud your discernment. Pay attention to who pulls you away from me. Pay attention to who stirs fear, chaos, or compromise. I am not the author of confusion. Where my spirit is, there is peace, even in storms. In the next 3 days, I will open your eyes to who and what must go. Don't ignore it. Don't fight to keep what I'm removing. You've prayed for clarity, this is it. And when I remove, I replace. When I close one door, it's only because another is opening. But you can't carry old weights through a new door. Let them go. And don't be afraid when things start shifting quickly. Some things will end abruptly. Some plans will change. Some doors you thought were open will slam shut. Do not panic. That is my hand at work. I am not punishing you. I am rescuing you from what you didn't see. You asked for my will. This is how it begins. Not always with comfort, but with cleansing. Not always with answers, but with alignment. I've watched you settle for less because you were tired of waiting. But I never told you to lower your standard. I told you to wait for my best. What's coming next will be worth the losses. What I'm preparing for you will not hurt you, confuse you, or lead you away from me. What I give brings peace. What I build stands firm. So don't rush ahead of me. Stay close. Stay in my presence. Keep your heart soft and your spirit open. Comment 1212 if you're trusting me with the shift. You've been afraid that you missed it, that the window closed, the opportunity passed, the damage was too deep. But hear me now. As long as you still have breath, it is not over. I am the Redeemer. I don't just restore time, I multiply it. What you thought would take years, I can do in days. What was broken beyond repair, I can rebuild better than before. Nothing is too far gone in my hands. I am not moved by the size of the problem. I am moved by the posture of your heart. If you will come to me, not with pride but with surrender, I will do what you cannot do. I will fight for you. I will silence the voices that torment you. I will clear the path that looks impossible. But it starts with you letting go of control. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't need to fix everything. You only need to trust the one who sees the end from the beginning. I am already in your tomorrow. I've already walked into the next 72 hours, and what the enemy planned to destroy you will be shattered before it even reaches your door. If you stay in my covering, let me be your shelter, let me be your strength. Stop trying to carry the load that only I can lift. My yoke is easy, my burden is light. When you walk with me, you don't walk alone. I place angels around you. I speak peace into your atmosphere. I break the chains that others can't even see. I don't just visit you, I dwell with you. But you must choose me again, daily, desperately, genuinely, not just in crisis, but in covenant. I'm not interested in empty words. I want your heart, I want your time, I want your trust. When you give me those, I will give you what no one else can: lasting peace, supernatural provision, divine protection, and the joy that the world can't steal. The storm is near, but so am I. And if I am for you, nothing can stand against you. Not sickness, not failure, not betrayal, not the curse that tried to follow your family for generations. I am breaking it. I am cutting it off. I am setting a new legacy in motion, starting with you. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. So stay alert. Pray like you've never prayed. Worship when it doesn't make sense. Thank me, even when the answers haven't come. Because every act of faith is a seed, and I never let my children sow without reaping. What you plant now in obedience, you will harvest in victory. This is the hour where you must choose to believe me beyond what you see. Don't be distracted by the news, the pressure, or the opinions of others. Listen to my voice. I have never lied. I have never failed. I have never lost a battle, and I won't start with yours. You weren't forgotten. You weren't ignored. I was storing up every tear, every cry, every moment of surrender, because I don't waste anything, not even your pain. This is your shift. This is the turning point I've been preparing you for, but I need you fully engaged with me now. I don't want half of you. I don't want your faith only when it's convenient. I want your trust when things don't make sense. I want your worship when there's no sign yet. Because when you give me your heart without condition, I pour out blessings without limit. Comment 777 if you're ready for the breakthrough I promised. This tragedy that was forming around you wasn't invisible to me. I've been watching the enemy try to form his weapons in secret, but I'm not caught off guard. I see every whisper, every dark plot, every scheme that was launched to destabilize your mind, divide your home, and destroy your hope. And now I have issued my decree: this weapon shall not prosper. This affliction shall not rise again. This loss the enemy planned has been denied because I am stepping in. But don't confuse my protection with passiveness. You still must do your part. I've cleared the path, but you must walk it. I've sent the warning, but you must respond. I will not force you. I will not shout over your distractions. But I am here now, and I am calling you back to me with urgency. You've been tempted to numb yourself, to escape, avoid, disconnect. But that was never the answer. The enemy wanted to use your exhaustion to lead you into silence, shame, and spiritual sleep. But I am shaking you awake, not with fear, but with purpose. You are meant to rise. You are meant to stand. You are meant to declare my name in the face of adversity and see how I respond. You are my child. My covenant is with you. I did not rescue you all those times just to abandon you now. Think about it. How many times did you come to the edge of collapse and I stepped in? How many times did you almost give up, but someone pulled you back? That was me. I have carried you through fire, through heartbreak, through loss, and still, I have kept your soul intact. That was not luck. That was divine preservation. You've been chosen to break what others couldn't. You've been anointed to shift the course of your family. You don't need to carry the guilt or shame of your past anymore. That's not who you are. You are not what they did to you. You are not the mistakes you made. You are not the labels people gave you. You are mine. And in me, all things are made new. Comment 999 if you're stepping into the new with full faith. The tragedy was meant to catch you when you were tired, unaware, unprotected. But that plan has been interrupted. I am canceling it. Not because you deserve it, but because I am full of grace. Because my love for you is relentless. Because I saw something in you before you were even born that the world has yet to see. That's why I've kept you alive. That's why I've kept calling you, even when you ignored me. Because there is still more. You still have a mission. You still have breath. You still have a calling. So no, this is not the end, and this is not defeat. What you are standing in right now is the middle, the turning place where I will take what was meant to bury you and use it to build you. But you must come back to me with a whole heart. You must tear down the altars of fear, of pride, of hidden compromise. You must return to your first love, not out of obligation, but out of desperation. You cannot fight this battle in your own strength. You weren't meant to. That's why you felt drained. You've been trying to carry a weight I never assigned you. Let it go. Put it back in my hands. That's where it belongs. I will never grow tired of you. You're not bothering me with your tears. You're not exhausting me with your fears. I am a father who delights in being near to the broken-hearted. And I will hold you through this, even when you can't hold yourself together. I want you to do something in the next 72 hours. Shut out the noise. Make room for me. Even if it's just 10 minutes, stop everything and seek me. Open the Word. Pray with honesty. Let go of the need to be perfect and just be real. I'm not looking for religious performance. I'm looking for surrender. And when you give me that, you open the floodgates of heaven over your life. Do not be afraid. The winds may rise, but I am the one who speaks to storms and they obey. The arrows may fly, but none will strike you if you stay under my covering. I am your shield. I am your fortress. I am the God who never loses, and I am fighting for you even now. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. I've surrounded you with people who will pray for you. I've placed intercessors who are lifting your name to heaven without even knowing your story. That's how much I care. That's how detailed my love is. I will never let you walk alone. I am involved in every detail of your life. So don't give up now. Don't run from this moment. Don't silence the conviction that's stirring your heart right now. That's my spirit calling you back. That's my hand reaching toward you. And if you'll just reach back, even with trembling fingers, I will take hold and never let go. I was strengthening you. I was building your spirit to withstand what's ahead. Because what I'm about to release in your life requires a depth you didn't have before. But now, you're ready. I see how tired you are. I know you've been fighting battles that others don't even know exist. You've smiled through it, you've worked through it, you've prayed through it. And still, there's been this weight pressing down, this silent heaviness. But today, I want you to know relief is coming. I have seen every private storm. I've heard the prayers you whispered in the dark. And I have not ignored you. I've been gathering your faith, bottle by bottle, moment by moment, and I'm about to pour back what you sowed in secret. Comment 1010 if you believe this is the season where I turn it all around. I'm not finished with you. Don't let the silence of yesterday convince you that I've walked away. Sometimes I step back so you can step up. I didn't remove myself, I gave you space to rise, to realize how much authority I've already placed inside you. You carry more than you think. You are stronger than you know, because I, the Lord your God, live within you, and my spirit doesn't fail. You've been asking, why am I facing so much at once? Because the blessing that's coming is bigger than what you prayed for. But with great blessing comes great resistance. I allowed the pressure to shape you. I allowed the hardship to prepare you. But the enemy miscalculated. He thought the fire would destroy you. He didn't realize it would purify you. Everything you thought was lost, joy, peace, strength, clarity, is being restored. And not just restored, but multiplied. I'm returning what was stolen. I'm healing what was wounded. I'm lifting what was crushed, because you never stopped trusting me. Even with shaky hands and tired faith, you still believed. You still called on my name. And I never forgot that. I am calling you higher now. No more settling for spiritual survival. No more shrinking to make others comfortable. No more letting fear mute your purpose. I've called you to walk in power, in boldness, in truth, because there are lives attached to your obedience. There are generations depending on your decision to follow me fully. This is about more than just you. The reason the attack was so intense wasn't only because of your calling, it was because of the lives your calling will impact. The enemy saw the ripple effect. He saw your children, your future, your ministry, your voice. That's why he came at you so hard. But I have covered you, and you are still standing. Comment 1515 if you know this season is not the end, but a turning point. Let me speak directly to your fear. You will not fail. You will not fall. What's ahead may be unfamiliar, but it will not be your undoing. I go before you. I am making crooked paths straight. I am opening doors no man can shut. You will walk into rooms that once rejected you. You will be favored in places where you were once ignored, because I am shifting the atmosphere around your name. But don't chase approval. Don't seek validation from those who never saw your value. You don't need their permission when you already have my anointing. I've already approved you. I've already assigned the blessing. And what I bless, no man can curse. Your worth does not come from people, it comes from me. This next season will require deeper intimacy. You can't afford to live on yesterday's word. You can't survive off what others heard from me. I want to speak to you directly. I want you to hunger for my presence more than answers. Because in my presence, you find everything. Direction, peace, strength, joy, protection. It's all found in me. Come away with me. Just for a moment. Silence the distractions. Turn your heart back to me like a child running into their father's arms. I'm not angry with you. I'm not tired of you. I'm waiting for you. I've never stopped loving you. I've never stopped calling you. And now, more than ever, I'm ready to do what only I can do. You will know peace again. Not just temporary calm, but real, lasting peace that anchors your soul. You will sleep without fear. You will laugh without guilt. You will dream without anxiety, Because I am removing the shadow that's been hanging over you. The storm was real, but it didn't break you. Now the rainbow is coming. Now the healing is beginning. But don't disconnect after you feel relief. Stay close. Walk with me daily. Let me build your foundation strong. Because this is just the beginning. There's more I want to show you. There's more I want to give you. And it's not just for your comfort, it's for my glory. Your testimony will shake the chains off others. Your story will bring light into dark places. That's why the battle has been so fierce, but the victory is already written. This tragedy that was scheduled for your life, this pain that was plotted to destroy you, is being overturned in heaven. I'm replacing it with purpose. I'm replacing it with favor. I'm replacing it with protection so divine that even those who rise against you will have to acknowledge that my hand is on you. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I saw how you put your own needs aside just to survive the day. But now I'm saying, put it down. Lay it at my feet. I never asked you to carry what only I can lift. And the longer you hold on to it, the longer you delay the healing I've already begun. You've cried in silence, trying to figure out what went wrong. But I need you to hear this: nothing went wrong. What looked like delay was protection. What felt like rejection was redirection. I was keeping you from walking through doors that were not prepared to hold the weight of your destiny. I didn't shut things down to hurt you. I shut them down to save you. Because what's coming is greater, and it's being prepared right now. Comment 1717 if you're ready for what I've prepared for you. Some of you have been living in survival mode, just trying to make it through the day. But I didn't create you just to survive. I created you to overcome. You were not made to live at the mercy of your emotions, your fears, or your past. You were made to walk in dominion, in strength, in unshakable peace. But to walk in it, you must give me what's been sitting on your heart like a stone. That old pain, that quiet bitterness, that voice that tells you nothing will ever change, it all has to go. You've let too many lies settle in your spirit, lies that say you're too late, too broken, too weak. But I never spoke those things over you. I called you loved. I called you chosen. I called you mine. And if you will silence the lies long enough to hear me, I will remind you who you really are. You're not a failure. You're not forgotten. You're a vessel being refined. And the refining has been painful, but the result will be beautiful. This warning I've spoken over the last days, it wasn't just for fear. It was to jolt your spirit awake. Because the enemy had planned a quiet fall, a breakdown so subtle you wouldn't even see it happening until it was too late. That's why I'm shouting now. That's why I'm interrupting your day, your scroll, your routine. Because this is not just another moment. This is your window to turn back, to surrender fully, to step away from danger and walk into covering. You've said, God, if you're real, speak to me loud and clear. This is that moment. This is me answering what you whispered. This is me reaching down into your confusion with clarity. I don't want you to guess anymore. I want you to know. I want you to walk in full assurance that I am with you, that I'm not going to let this end in loss, that what the enemy meant to destroy you is the very thing I'll use to define your next testimony. You've battled things in your mind that nobody could see. You've smiled in public and cried in private. You've kept things hidden just to keep the peace. But I see it, and I'm not just going to bring you through it, I'm going to bring you out changed, better, stronger, wiser. You won't come out of this empty. you'll come out with fire, with vision, with strength you didn't even know you had. Comment Amen if you believe you will rise from this with more than you lost. I'm not asking you to pretend it doesn't hurt. I'm not asking you to fake your way through this. I'm asking you to trust me even when it hurts. Trust me enough to let go. Trust me enough to believe that I am who I said I am. I have not changed. I am still the same God who split seas, who fed thousands, who raised the dead, who healed the sick, and I'm still doing miracles today. There's healing coming to your house. Not just physical healing, but emotional, mental, generational. I'm healing things that you thought were permanent. I'm healing cycles that have tormented your bloodline. I'm healing wounds from years ago that still affect the way you love, speak, and pray. The healing won't just be felt, it will be seen. People will notice the change. They'll ask how you made it through. And you will say, "It was God. He stepped in. He spoke, and I listened." Don't look for signs in the sky. Look for my hand in the small things. I'll confirm my word through conversations, through scripture, through dreams, but you must be still enough to notice. Turn down the noise. Disconnect from the distractions. My voice is not hidden, it's just been drowned out. But the moment you lean in, the moment you pause for me, you'll hear it again. Clear, firm, loving, protective. These next hours matter. This isn't fear, it's instruction. You don't need to panic. You need to prepare. Make room for me. Clear out the clutter, the habits, the distractions that keep you stuck. I'm doing something new, and it requires space. Let go of what I'm asking you to release, and watch how quickly things begin to move. I am speaking protection over you. Over your mind, your body, your spirit, your family, your finances, your peace. The enemy had plans, but I've drawn a line he cannot cross. I'm placing angels on assignment around you. I'm sealing your home with my presence. I'm surrounding you with my glory. You are not exposed. You are not vulnerable. You are wrapped in my hand, but obedience keeps you there. You can't run back to what I called you out from. You can't play with what I told you to flee. You can't entertain what I said to shut down. Every act of obedience strengthens your protection. Every compromise creates a crack. Choose wisely. This season requires discipline. It requires discernment. You can't afford to be distracted. I've already defeated what you're afraid of. You're not fighting for victory, you're standing in it. I already know the outcome. I've already seen the next chapter, and it ends in deliverance. It ends in redemption. It ends in breakthrough. But you must stay in position. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily, and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Because when you fully yield, chains break. When you speak, darkness trembles. When you rise, others are lifted. And that's why this warning is not small. This is about protecting the seed I've placed in you. What I've planted must not be stolen. You are entering a turning point. And in every turning point, there is tension. The tension you're feeling is not the end, it's the stretching of transition. It's me, making room for more inside of you. Don't resist it, don't panic. Trust me, even in this pressure. I will not let it crush you. It is refining you. It is removing what cannot stay, and what will remain is holy, strong, purposeful, protected. Comment 333 if you're choosing to trust me in this pressure. The pain tried to convince you I left. But pain isn't proof of absence, it's often the mark of my work deep beneath the surface. I do not waste pain. Every ache in your chest has been collected. Every cry in the night has been heard. Every moment you thought you were alone, I was closer than you knew. I've walked into the room when you were at your lowest. I've stood between you and the thing that should have taken you out. And now, I'm standing in front of you saying, come back to me fully. Don't wait. The tragedy that was meant to reach you has already started to lose its grip. The storm that was planned is weakening as you draw closer to me. My hand is moving now. Angels are on assignment. Strongholds are breaking. Fear is being uprooted. But it's not automatic, it moves with your obedience. That is the key in this moment. I'm not calling you to perform, I'm calling you to surrender. This warning isn't about punishment, it's about positioning. I'm getting you out of the way of what was coming. And I'm doing it because I love you too much to stay quiet. I'm not asking for your perfection, I'm asking for your yes. Say yes to the things I'm leading you into. Say yes to leaving behind what's draining your spirit. Say yes to what doesn't make sense but is guided by my peace. You've seen other people walk away from me and still seem blessed. You've wondered, why does it look like they're doing fine? But you are not them, you are mine. I have a different standard for those I've called. I've placed something weighty on your life. I've reserved something sacred for your future. And that's why the consequences are different. The road is narrower, but the reward is greater. This is the separation season. I am cutting off what cannot stay. I am dividing you from the people, patterns, and mindsets that would have destroyed you later. It hurts now, but it would have hurt more if I allowed it to remain. Trust the loss, trust the closed door, trust the silence. Even when it feels like nothing is happening, I am working behind the curtain. I am protecting your promise. Comment 1111 if you feel God pulling you into something deeper. This fight hasn't been easy, and I know you've thought about giving up, but you didn't. You stayed. You pressed on. You kept believing when nothing was changing, and that's why you're about to see what few ever do. Because faith like that moves heaven. Faith like that activates the miraculous. And heaven has already begun to respond. You're closer than you think. The breakthrough is not months away. It's near. But you must stay focused. The final hour is where the enemy screams the loudest. He wants to convince you to go back, to settle, to retreat. But that voice is a lie. He wouldn't be trying so hard if you weren't right on the edge of what I promised. Don't listen to fear. Don't give in to doubt. Stand firm. Lift your eyes. You're crossing over. The next 72 hours are still critical. Stay in my presence. Start your day in my word. Speak my truth over your life. Declare my promises over your family. This is not just routine, it's warfare. Your voice carries power. Your words shape your atmosphere. You are not weak. You are not small. You are a warrior in the spirit. And when you speak what I've said, mountains move. I'm not asking you to fight alone. I am with you. I go before you. I surround you. I fight battles you don't even know exist. And I never lose. I have never failed a child who trusts me. I have never walked away from the one who calls on me. And I never will. You've feared being disappointed. You've feared that believing again might break you if things don't change. But I am not like man. I do not lie. I do not change my mind. If I promised it, I will do it. If I spoke it, it will come to pass. Delay is not denial. Silence is not absence. I am still working, and what I'm working on will leave you in awe. You've asked me for signs, and I will send them, but I'm also asking for trust before the signs appear. I'm asking for obedience even when it's inconvenient. I'm asking for worship when it feels like nothing is going right. That's where the power is, in the moments where you give me your heart despite the storm. You don't need to fear the future. I'm already in it. I've already gone ahead. And what was meant to destroy you will bow to my name. What was sent to curse you will be reversed. What was trying to end you will now be used to elevate you. I'm not just stopping the storm. I'm using it to bring you into the very promise I've spoken over your life. But even in your silence, I've heard you. Even when you didn't know what to pray, I understood. You're not invisible to me. You're not just another face in the crowd. I know you. I see you. And I'm calling you by name. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase, just 9 words long, that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. This warning wasn't sent to scare you, it was sent to wake you. The enemy has been creeping in slowly, through distraction, through busyness, through small compromises. But I won't let him take what belongs to me. I've come to tear down what's been building in the dark, to rip away the lies that have tried to settle in your spirit. You are not bound. You are not cursed. You are not stuck. You are mine. And because you are mine, no weapon formed against you will prosper. Comment 222 if you know God is tearing down what the enemy built. I've been trying to reach you for a while. Through the quiet moments, through the unease in your heart, through the restlessness you couldn't explain. That wasn't coincidence. That was me, stirring you, nudging you, whispering, come back, come closer. Not because I'm angry, but because I miss you. I want you near again. I want to speak to you like I used to. I want to walk with you, talk with you, lead you, not just rescue you. You weren't meant to live always needing rescue. You were created to live in victory. But victory requires staying under my covering. It requires relationship, not religion, not routine, but real, raw, honest relationship. I want all of you, not just your prayers when you're afraid. I want your laughter, your questions, your worship when nothing makes sense. I want you, and when you give me that, I give you peace that no storm can shake. There is a reason you've been feeling uncomfortable in places you used to feel secure. I'm loosening your grip on what no longer serves your purpose. I'm shaking what needs to fall, because the truth is, some of the things you've been holding on to have been holding you back. It felt familiar, but it wasn't fruitful. And I love you too much to let you stay bound to comfort when I've called you to freedom. This is a holy interruption. I have stepped in, not to stop your plans, but to restart your purpose. You've lost some of your fire because you were focused on survival. But I didn't call you to just make it. I called you to move mountains. I called you to be a light. And now I'm reigniting what life tried to smother. That passion, that faith, that boldness. It's not gone. It's been buried. But I'm calling it to rise again. You asked for me to fight for you. I'm doing more than that. I'm fighting in front of you and behind you. I'm clearing the traps you didn't even see. I'm silencing the voices that whispered defeat into your mind. I'm exposing the lies that made you question your worth. And I'm doing it because your destiny is too important to be delayed any longer. Comment, Amen, if you're letting God pull you out of delay and into purpose. Your yes still matters to me. It hasn't expired. You haven't missed too much. You haven't wandered too far. You haven't wasted what I gave you. I'm still going to use it. The detours, the pain, the regrets, I'm folding it all into the plan. What the enemy meant for evil, I will turn for good. Not eventually, now, if you'll let me. You don't need a perfect past to walk in power. You don't need to have it all together to be chosen. I knew who you were when I called you. I knew the struggles, the flaws, the mistakes. And still, I said yes to you. I said you were mine. I put my name on you, and nothing can remove that mark. I've been removing certain people from your life, not to punish you, but to protect you. You didn't see what I saw. Some were smiling at your face and speaking death over your name. Some were walking with you but secretly hoping you'd fall. So I stepped in. I allowed the distance. I allowed the silence. And now you're lighter for it. Don't try to chase what I removed. Don't try to rebuild what I tore down. I've made room for what's coming. Let it be. You are entering a season where I will do what man said was impossible, where I will answer prayers you forgot you prayed, where I will show you why the doors had to close, why the people had to walk away, why the pain had to happen, because everything I do has purpose. Every part of your story will be redeemed, but you must stay focused, stay humble, stay in my word. The enemy's last tactic is always distraction. He'll use anything, noise, drama, busyness, fear to shift your eyes off me. But don't look away now. You're too close. This is where it shifts. This is where the breakthrough hits. This is where you will see what I've been preparing behind the scenes. And yes, it will come suddenly. One moment it will still look the same. The next, doors will fly open. Peace will rush in. Answers will drop into your spirit. The atmosphere will shift. Not because of your efforts, but because of your obedience. When I move, it's not by force, it's by faith. So walk with me. Don't delay your surrender. Don't put off what you know I've told you to do. The tragedy I warned you about will not reach your house if you obey. It was scheduled, it was sent, but I intercepted it with this word. I held it back long enough to give you this window. Don't waste it. What you say yes to, it's all being weighed in the spirit. The enemy is hoping you'll treat this like every other moment. He wants you to say, I'll deal with it later. But there may not be a later if you ignore what I'm saying now. The danger wasn't a maybe. It wasn't exaggerated. It was sent with intention. The goal was destruction, swift, silent, final. But I stepped in. I interrupted it with my voice, with this warning, because I'm not finished with you yet. I love you too much to let this happen without a fight. And that's what this is. A spiritual fight. Not with fists or force, but with faith and obedience. With you standing where you used to fall. With you believing when everything says you should give up. Comment 555 if you feel my protection surrounding you even now. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I am stirring up a new level of awareness in you. You'll begin to see things differently. The same habits will feel heavier. The same distractions will become clearer. The things that once numbed you will start to irritate your spirit. That's not anxiety, it's discernment. I am sharpening you. I am opening your eyes. Because you cannot walk into this next season blind. I'm calling you to see what's behind the surface. To test every spirit. To listen for my voice above every other sound. You've been giving away too much of your peace to things that don't matter. I'm teaching you how to guard it again. You don't have to explain yourself to everyone. You don't have to fix what was never yours to carry. You don't have to keep performing so others think you're strong. Your strength isn't in how much you carry, it's in how much you give to me. Let go of the pressure to keep it all together. Let me carry you through this. There's healing happening even now. Deep healing. Not the surface kind. Not the kind that makes you feel better for a few hours. I'm reaching into the root, the memories, the trauma, the words spoken over you that planted shame. I'm healing what's been buried under years of pretending. You will not carry that pain into your future. You will not pass that brokenness to your children. The cycle stops with you, because my spirit is resting on your heart like never before. I know you've been through more than most people know. I know you've had to fight for every bit of faith you have. And that's exactly why I've chosen you. Not because you're perfect, not because you never struggle, but because you kept coming back. You kept hoping. You kept choosing me even when you were confused, hurt, disappointed. That faith is rare, and I honor it. Comment 1212 if you know God is breaking cycles and healing roots in your life right now. You are not cursed. You are not unlucky. You are not forgotten. You are deeply loved, highly favored, and surrounded. My hand has been on you since the beginning. Even when you took the wrong path, I never left. Even when you chose things I never wanted for you, I stayed close. I've never withdrawn my love. I've never pulled away my grace. I've always been one whisper away, and now I'm closer than ever. Because what's ahead will require intimacy with me. You cannot live off old fire. You cannot survive off second-hand faith. You need daily bread, fresh oil, a consistent connection. That's what I'm inviting you into. Not just a rescue, a relationship. Not just protection from tragedy, but transformation into purpose. There's still time. You are not too late. I am still holding the door open. I'm still speaking, but don't test my grace by ignoring the nudge. The enemy knows time is short, and he's pressing harder. But my protection is stronger, and as long as you remain under my voice, no weapon will succeed, not one. I want you to begin declaring what I've already said, not your fears, not your doubts, not your worst-case scenarios. Speak life, speak faith, speak my word, because your words shape your atmosphere. Your home is shifting because your voice is shifting. As you praise, the heaviness will lift. As you worship, the walls will fall. As you pray, the darkness will break. You've been asking, when will it happen, Lord? And I say, it's already begun. The shift is not coming, it is here. The tragedy is being blocked. The enemy's plans are falling apart. But so is the mask you've been wearing. This season requires you to be honest, raw, open. I can't heal what you won't bring to me. And I won't force you to bring it. I'm inviting you to lay it down, to stop pretending, to stop hiding behind strength, and to let me be your strength instead. I am raising you back up. You thought it was over. You thought this was where your story would fade, but I'm turning the page. I'm bringing a new chapter, one you didn't see coming, one you weren't expecting, full of grace, full of healing, full of restoration, but most of all full of me. There is no safer place than in my will. No matter how loud the storm gets, no matter how close the danger feels, I have you. I will not let this destroy you. I will not let the enemy write your ending. I will finish what I started. And what I started in you cannot be stopped.